everyone, in today's video I'll be showing you a tutorial on how to get your SPID in English language. This video is for those that are living in Italy that want to learn how to create their SPID online. So SPID is a public digital identity, which is Sistema Pubblico identità digitale in Italian. Your SPID credentials are your username and password in which you can use to access any public administration online. Like the IMS, your comune, which is your local council, provinces. You can use it to do a lot of things online, to even ask for your bonuses. It's very important to have your SPID right now in Italy to do a lot of things. You will need SPID to request for the cashback, for your IMS to request for your disoccupazione, NASPI, for asking a lot of bonuses, for your redditi di cittadinanza. So this SPID is very important. So what do you need to get your SPID? First and foremost, you have to be 18 years above to ask for the SPID. You also need a valid ID. You can use your carta d'identità, which is your identity card. You can use your permesso di soggiorno, which does if you are not yet an Italian citizen, you will need your permesso di soggiorno, your permit of stay. You can use your patente, your driver's license, and you need your tessera sanitaria, which is health insurance card here in Italy. It contains your codice fiscale. You also need to have a personal email address. Your phone number will be needed, and it's okay even if it's not in your name. Where can you request for your SPID? So there are about 9 identity providers you can choose from, but the one I chose is the one with the Poste Italiane, which is the Italian post office website. So now we'll be going to the computer where I'll be showing you how to get your SPID. Mind you, you can also use your phone to do this. The only thing you need is an internet. You need the internet to do this. So the first thing you're going to do is to type Poste ID on Google. Then you have to click on Poste ID abilitato a SPID, the first one. You click on it as well. And as you can see, there are 2 options here. It's asking you if you want to create your digital identity or you already have one. So we are going to click on the first one, registrati subito, register now. You click on it. Then here there are many identification tools. There are different identification tools here. So you can do riconoscimento di persona con documento elettronico, scusa. There are different options for you here. But today I'll be showing you the first option, which is the riconoscimento di persona. So you click on prosegui. You click on it, and as you can see, it's giving me a type of error. This can happen. So what you have to do is to change your browser. Like I was using Internet Explorer, then I switched to Google Chrome. So now I'm just going to repeat the same procedure like I explained to you earlier. Type Poste ID, click on it. So that's what we're going to do as well. That's if it's not going on the first browser, if it's not going on the browser you choose. So you click on riconoscimento di persona, which will bring you to this page where you have to fill your details. You fill your name, you type your name. That's your first name, which is nome. You type your first name. Then your cognome, which is your last name, your surname. Then you choose your gender, maschile for masculine, femminile for feminine. So when you're done with that, you have to fill your date of birth, country of origin, province of birth, which you have to click EE. That means estero. That means you're born abroad. Then you will have to put your place of birth. Were you born in Lagos, in Accra, you just write it, then your codice fiscale. So when you're done typing your typing out your codice fiscale, you click on prosegui, that's to continue. So in the next page, you'll be told to insert your email address. It has to be a personal email address, your own email address. So you're going to type in your email address, and you'll also be told to confirm the email address. So after confirming your email address, they will send a code to your email address. So you will have to insert that code in here. So you have to check your email address, type out the code for them to confirm your email address. Additionally, when choosing your password, it has to contain at least 8 characters. It has to contain at least 1 capital letter. That means you have to do a mix of capital letter. Maybe the first letter can be capital letter, then small letters, then it has to also contain numbers and a symbol like question mark, exclamation mark, any one of your choice. It just has to be a password you remember. After that, you put your phone number, and you will also be told to confirm your phone number. Remember that it's okay even if the phone number is not in your name, even though the contract is not in your name. The most important thing is that that phone number must be one that you are currently using. So after confirming your phone number, you will receive a message on that number where you'll be given a code that you have to type in here. Here you have to insert the type of document ID you want to upload. You have to put in the number of your document, the date of issue, and the expiring date too. When you're done with that, you have to put in your home address, the country, the street, the number, the province where you live, the city, and the cap, which is the postal code. So now it's time to upload the pictures of that's the image of your document, and you can use the camera of your phone to snap your documents. So what I would advise you is to place your codice fiscale and documents together. You place it together because you have to take a front and back picture, and as you can see here, you only have 2 options. So you place maybe your driver's license with your carta d'identità. You place it with your codice fiscale, that's the front. You snap the picture, then you do that as well with the back. As you can see here, this file, there's an error here because it's telling me that it's impossible to upload the file because of the size of the picture. So one thing I will advise you, if you can't download an app that can convert the size of the picture, one simple thing that I do personally is to send my picture to someone, maybe a friend or a family member's WhatsApp number. So I send the picture to the person's WhatsApp, and the person sends it back to me. So I save it on my phone. This is a way to reduce the file. This is a way to reduce the size of the file. Okay, so if you can download a size converter, if you can download it, just do this. Just send it to someone on WhatsApp and tell the person to send it back to you. That's someone you can trust. Another thing for you to do is to rename your picture before you upload it. Otherwise, it's going to tell you it's not possible for you to upload it. So what you have to do is to rename the picture. There shouldn't be any space, number, or symbols, just letters. You can just even write BP or documents no space, no number, no symbol. So after uploading your pictures, your images, so the next step is to you click prosegue. You click on prosegue, and the next step is to accept the general terms of and conditions. So you accept everything. You click, as you can see here, you click on consent. So you click on them, you accept the terms and all that. You can read them before accepting, but if you don't accept everything, they are not going to do it for you. So you follow the steps here as I'm doing it right here. Then you click on the password. On the password you choose when filling this when filling your SPID, when the password you choose at the beginning, then you insert it as well. So now that we are done doing that, the next thing is to go to your post office. You take the document you used in applying for this SPID. You take them with you. If you used your carta d'identità, you take your carta d'identità, tessera sanitaria, which contain your codice fiscale. You take them with you to the post office to complete this process. So this is how you get your SPID. I hope you learned a lot from this video. If you want more videos like this, more tutorials like this, kindly subscribe to my channel. And if you have any question, feel free to leave them in the comment section, or you send them to my email address, which you can find in the description area. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.